What crime have I committed? You cannot detain me.
Okay, detain him. Put him in.
Corrupt cops are the worst, and they make our lives unnecessarily difficult. But every now and then, a person comes along who puts these corrupt people in their place. In this video, we will look at moments when corrupt cops get humbled by citizens. On July 5th, 2015, Matthew was waiting outside of a store, smoking his cigarette, walking around his car, and waiting for his wife to come out. All of a sudden, an officer approached him and started asking questions in an aggressive tone.
Just got a complaint, been looking in cars.
Yeah, my car. Right here.
The guy behind me in the red shirt, he's a manager at Kmart.
Okay.
He was walking around looking in these cars. You look suspicious. You got any ID on you?
No.
You driving that vehicle?
Excuse me?
You driving this vehicle?
I'm not answering your questions.
Why aren't you?
Why do I have to?
Just asking you a simple question.
You can ask.
You got any ID on you?
Yeah, I got my ID.
Can I see it?
No.
Why not?
You don't need to see it.
If you're not in trouble,
Then leave me alone.
what's your name?
You don't need to know my name. He said I look suspicious for standing outside.
Goodness, are we being detained?
I just...
All right, let's go. I'm sorry, I gotta get my son's formula. I have to pass you back.
That's all. I'm just waiting impatiently for her. That's all.
That's fine.
Am I-
Don't go anywhere. I just asked you for your...
Am I being detained?
I'm just asking for
Am
your...
I being detained or can I go? It's that simple.
Hold on, I forgot my phone.
Why are you acting like that? I mean, just...
Because there's no reason for you to ask me any questions. I haven't done anything illegal. I'm not doing anything wrong.
I got a gentleman here. Can you give me his ID?
Now, had I broken into somebody's car or something like that, I can understand. But you know, I got my kids in the car. I'm waiting for,
That's fine. I
don't even have to explain that to you.
This corrupt officer just can't let it go. He is stuck on getting an ID from the man, even after realizing that he is with his family and has done nothing wrong. This is how fragile their egos are. Stand up against their illegal requests, and they start a rap.
This area, you got to understand.
Blah 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 blah. Fort Pierce, what?
Yeah, it's Fort Beer.
Okay.
We had a lot of break-ins.
Okay. What's it got to do with me?
You don't have anything to do.
What's your name?
You're walking around.
What's your name and badge number?
I ain't gonna answer your question.
You have to. You're a public servant, and it's your policy to answer that question.
Really?
Okay, yeah. You call your supervisor and ask him.
Why would you give me
So you're not going to give me your name and badge number? See, am I being detained or not?
Well, you ain't done nothing wrong. I guess you're not.
Okay. Hey.
No, I just wanted to ask you. I mean, there was a gentleman in Kmart. You know, there's a lot of break-ins. He was just protecting everybody, not being a smart aleck or anything else.
Okay.
You know, and I just walked down to get his name.
Sorry, but I have an infant son in here.
We
I
are
have
in a
to get
hurry.
him in the
I
vehicle,
probably shouldn't have
okay?
even started this, but I mean,
had to
because
get
now
the
it's
information.
prolonging
I
us to
gotta
get
go
out of
get
here.
the
You guys are keeping us from.
I was going out the other entrance or the exit out here. The manager of Walmart.
What's your name and badge number, man? Oh boy, I'm gonna get all of them.
He's walking around.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Be suspicious.
Just
I
stop.
walk over.
Can we just go?
No, I want to get out of here. They're not gonna let us go
For what?
because they don't need to be asking us any questions. I'm hanging out by my car. Can I have your name and badge number?
342.
Name,
Harper.
name and badge number. You have to tell me, sir.
Watch how almost all of them are hesitant to give the man their names and badge numbers. It's like he is asking them to rub their faces in the mud.
Is that a crime?
I was
Have I
in the
committed a
past
crime?
advance, please.
Yeah, he flagged me
You can
down.
investigate all you want, but I have not committed a crime.
If you don't identify himself, put him in handcuffs.
Really?
Absolutely.
Obstruction.
So, obstruction of what?
Yep.
You're obstructing
What's your
justice
name,
by
sir?
us not-
For what? What's the crime? What crime have I committed?
What's your name?
What crime have I?
Investigating the incident.
What crime have I committed? You cannot detain me.
Okay, detain him. Put him in handcuffs.
Okay, I'll give you my ID.
We're not playing this game. We're not playing this game. We're not playing this game.
This is how these rats behave when challenged. Kudos to the man for standing up against these tyrants and putting them in their place. It's sad to see what they did to him for standing up for his rights. If you think these cops were crazy, then check out this next case.
Hold on, whoa, whoa.
Taping
Whoa.
on parking lot in today's
Whoa.
day and age.
On June 19th, 2016, a YouTuber named Trey posted a video in which he was filming outside Greer Police Department in South Carolina when several officers popped out of nowhere and started harassing him.
Really?
How are you today?
What's your name and badge number?
I'm Corporal Shroud at the Greer Police Department. How are you?
I'm all right.
Okay. Is there any reason why you're videotaping? I'm just curious. You're not in any trouble. There's nothing here other than we got called and told that you were walking around the parking lot. So, any particular reason for it? No, you're not going to answer. Well, you're recording a suspicious activity, which puts this into a category of suspicious activity, which means that Terry versus Ohio, I can detain you until I can determine or deny that this is criminal activity.
Terry v. Ohio says suspicious activity is not enough for reasonable cause for ID.
There's already a call on it. So, yes,
so suspicious activity, is that a felony or misdemeanor?
That's a misdemeanor.
No, it's not.
Yes.
And I can't believe you just sat here and lied.
Yeah, go ahead and give me your ID.
Can you call your supervisor to the scene?
I am a supervisor.
I need another one.
Okay.
I need a lieutenant or somebody else.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go and do this type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
so.
just curious.
I mean, hey.
Criminal activity, there's nothing to worry about.
So why are you asking for my ID then?
Because you're not answering me. And when you're not answering me, how do I know you're not filming the parking lot to come shoot it up?
It's called the Fifth Amendment, right?
So I can check on that if it's suspicious. And then part of that checking is to identify you. So if I get
It's suspicious, a felony or misdemeanor.
Hey, sir. Again.
Name, badge number?
Sergeant Forrester, 301.
All right, how you doing?
Good. How can I help you?
Well, he contacted me. He wants my ID for no reason, so I need a supervisor to let him know that, without any crime being committed, I don't have to present my ID.
Well, he actually got a call on you.
So far, the whole incident has been pretty calm. Both supervisors are polite despite being ignorant of basic civil rights. But then, Lieutenant Jim Holcomb walks in on the scene, and what he does next will blow your mind.
What crime have I committed?
Well, anytime somebody calls in and reports suspicious activity,
It's suspicious of felony or misdemeanor.
it's neither one, but he asked.
Okay, thank you. So he said it was a misdemeanor. So now we have a conflict on which one it is.
We don't have a conflict at all. We have a conflict with
hold on,
the way you're acting,
whoa.
Taping the parking lot in today's day and age, that's fine.
Whoa.
That's fine. You ain't got to whoa nothing.
Whoa. What's your name and badge number?
My badge number is 201. It's
Whoa.
Lieutenant Holcomb.
Whoa.
HOLCOMBE. Now,
whoa.
let me have an ID.
This is the intimidation factor right here.
Let me have an ID, please.
What crime have I committed? What crime have I committed?
An ID.
What crime have I committed?
An ID. You're gonna be failure to listen to a law enforcement officer ask you for an ID.
What crime have I committed?
An ID. Videotaping our parking lot and walking around the police
Is that a crime?
Yes, sir. Right now, in
It is.
the day and age that we're dealing with, yes, sir, it is a crime.
What crime have I committed today?
Anytime there's a suspicious person.
Is that a felony or a misdemeanor?
It's a. Let me see your ID.
Whoa.
You got the count of three, or you're going to jail.
Now you gotta see, I got one hand on my camera.
One.
Whoa.
Two.
Don't shoot
three.
me.
You're under arrest.
Whoa.
You're now under arrest. Sorry, you got your ID on you? Sorry, you got your ID on you?
I like to my name and not speak to anybody so I can hold the police.
Guess what? That's not a right.
Actually, not this.
That's a right to stay in jail. That's a right to stay in jail, because if we don't have an ID and name and everything, then you stay in jail until we figure out who you are. Interfering with the police.
What crime have I committed?
Interfering with the police. Yes, you were.
You guys just came and approached me.
Yes, sir. And I asked you for an ID.
And what crime have I committed?
Interfering with the police.
What crime?
Interfering with the police.
What crime? For you suspended for
Listen to me. Listen to me, because I know you're not deaf.
I don't gotta listen to you.
Interfering with the police.
I was not.
Yes, you
No, I
were.
was not.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't. And you know I wasn't. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it.
I do this all the time.
That's fine.
I'm gonna do the South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia.
Well, guess what? You're going to see the inside of the South Carolina jail. Right here.
There you go.
Like I heard you say something.
That's That's how tyrants operate. They do whatever they feel like doing, regardless of the consequences, because they know they can get away with it. This cop is a prime example that a lot of cops just simply want to pick a fight and abuse their power. Absolutely disgusting. Watching a corrupt lieutenant walk all over a man's rights is sad to see, but this next case is even worse, where a cop tried to racially profile a lawyer.
I understand that you're here, but I don't know if this dumpster belongs to you or somebody else in the...
On July 10th, 2021, in Westerville, Ohio, lawyer Emanuel was taking the trash out on his own law office property when a corrupt officer showed up and asked for his ID. The way he spoke to Emanuel was shocking, to say the least.
Alright. Huh? If you don't mind, just so... Yeah, if you don't mind, can we see your ID? Yeah. That's pretty cool. Well, that is pretty cool. That's a slick business card. Yep. Alright. I'll give it to him. You can keep doing what you're doing. We're just, again, we're kind of concerned. Yeah, seeing somebody dump a bunch of stuff there. So, okay.
Right. Just don't run it. Don't run my card. Don't run my ID.
Huh?
Don't run my ID.
Well, we're gonna at least mark it down. We're gonna take down your information.
Nope. I'm on my property. Putting trash in my trash
Okay,
can.
but this is not just your property. It's several people's property.
I understand.
Okay.
But I'm not violating any law. So don't
No
run
one
my
said that
ID.
you're violating any law.
No. Don't run my ID. I'm a lawyer. I know my rights.
Okay.
I'm not violating any law. I'm on my property. There's no suspicion. No one called anybody. So don't run my ID. I only identified myself so that this won't escalate.
That's fine, but we can still mark down who we're out with, and so that's what we're gonna do.
No.
Yes.
You didn't stop me. Don't turn this into an issue.
Sir, you are turning this into an issue. We're just simply marking down who we're out with.
Yeah.
So he's just going to write it down on a piece of
Oh,
paper.
it's just your name.
Why?
Because, sir, we are out with you because we were concerned that you were illegally dumping.
What complete nonsense. This corrupt cop is arguing with a lawyer about his rights and trying to gaslight him. Not only is he a tyrant, but also incredibly stupid.
You've already discovered. Do you want me to show you my office?
I understand that you're here, but I don't know if this dumpster belongs to you or somebody else in the
It belongs to me.
To you and you alone.
Yes.
Can you prove that that dumpster belongs to you and you alone?
No, he does not have to prove he owns the dumpster.
If it's also other units.
So what? It belongs to everybody. We're paying for it. It doesn't really matter if it belongs to all the units.
That's fine.
Just give me back my ID. Thank you.
The officer had no reason to stop and ID this man, and the only reason why he did it was because he was a racist. People like him do not belong on the streets but inside the jail. But it's safe to say that this cop was absolutely humbled by the lawyer, and he will think twice before doing this again. Do you think you could have handled the situation as well as the lawyer did, or would you have done something else? Let us know in the comments below. And if you liked the video, subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one we have in store for you. Thanks for watching. This is Detective Mystery, signing off.